Hello and welcome to Quilt Addicts Anonymous. I'm Stephanie Stubbing. We've been working on a lot of projects behind the scenes that we're going to be rolling out to you in the next couple of months, and today I want to give you a preview of one of them. This is hot off the long arm. We're going to be doing a course on Intro to Rulerwork, and it's going to be for your sit-down home sewing machine and for your long arm. So I just pulled this off the long arm. I got that all ready to go, and then I've got a stack of sandwiches for a quilt as you go version that I'm going to be doing on my sit-down machine. So when you watch the tutorial, whether you are quilting on your long arm or your sit-down machine, you're going to be able to make this happen. I personally love quilting with rulers because it makes me look like a lot better quilter than I actually am, because we can get perfect circles, perfectly straight lines, really cool arcs, and waves and things. And all you need is a template to make it happen. We're going to use straight lines, we're going to use arches, we're going to use more of a squiggly, a true like arch, and then also circles. It's really fun, and we're going to have kits and for this available for you, as well as be able to purchase it a la carte if you maybe already have some of the rulers in your stash. It's going to use the same pattern as our Intro to Free Motion Quilting, so you can use the same quilt kits we had from that, and we have more still available. But there's two things that you're going to want to make sure that you have for your sewing machine that you're going to need to go to your sewing machine manufacturer to get. So I want to make sure you know about that now, so you have plenty of time to get it before we get going in about a month. The first thing you're going to need is a ruler foot. This can be clear, or oftentimes it's metal, and you can see it's a full circle going around. And the way this works is your needle is obviously in the center, and then when you're quilting, you're always going to have your ruler in contact with the ruler foot. So no matter where you have that, you're going to be exactly a 1/4 inch away from the ruler foot. So this is how we're able to create those nice straight lines, by just running that foot up and down. So you absolutely need one of these. You need one that's going to work for your machine. There are universal ones that you can purchase. You need to know what size shank you have. Most home sewing machines are going to be a low shank machine, but there are ones out there that are medium and high shank. So go check out your machine manufacturer wherever you purchase it from and ask them where you can get a compatible ruler foot to go with it. So that is step number one. You also need one for your long arm. You want to make sure it's not a hopping foot, because there's nothing worse than the sound of your foot hopping on top of the acrylic rulers. That's really bad. Also, if you are going to be working on a long arm, you need a ruler base. Mine is from Hartley, and they make a lot to go with any different type of machine. And it a lot of times depends on not just what brand it is, but also what model. So you need to know what brand and model you have. And then this slides over your long arm. So my long arm is only this wide, but the ruler base comes all the way out to here. That way, my stitching is right here. So as I'm moving, my ruler can stay nice and flat. Otherwise, it just kind of flip-flops all around, and you're not able to get the nice even base. When I got mine several years ago, it ran about 150. Who knows what they are currently with inflation and for your particular model, but those are the two things you have to have if you are going to be doing ruler work. For home sewing machine and on your long arm, you need that ruler foot. If you are on your long arm, you need your ruler base. So make sure you check with your machine manufacturer to get what you need for that, and get excited. I'm so excited about this course. We're going to go really in depth. We're going to start with just super basic, and then we're going to get more complicated as we go down. So for example, we're going to start off just doing half circles. I'm going to learn how to do whole circles, and then eventually we're going to do circle within a circle, and then we come up with really complicated designs from there. So when you're done with this, you will have both practiced all the things, and you also are going to be able to have sort of an example of what you could do on your quilt. So when you're looking and thinking, how am I going to quilt this? You can go back to your sample quilt and get some ideas. Also, when you're done, you have a finished lap quilt. So that's, to me, way better than having a bunch of random samples that just get stacked up. So like I said, we're going to have ruler kits for you. We're going to have quilt kits for you. We've got the pattern already. We have marking notions, and we'll tell you more about those things when we get a little bit closer to actually launching the course. But we wanted to let you know specifically, one, that it's coming, and two, that you need these 2 items if you're going to be doing the course. Well, you need 2 if you are doing a long arm, just 1 if you're doing it for yourself. And we're not going to stock those because there's just so many different models. It's too hard. So go to wherever you bought your machine, tell them you need a base for your long arm, a ruler base, and that you need a ruler foot. So you're going to need that again if you're on your sit down or your long arm. So grab those goodies and get excited. We're going to quilt some really amazing things together starting April 15th.